like we were all shook because we almost witnessed Justin Bieber die. So today's December 8th and I don't have class on Friday, so I figured that I'm like literally not leaving the apartment until like, if I leave at all, it won't be till nighttime. So I thought ahead and asked you guys on Twitter to ask me questions on my Curious Cat. So I actually got like 43 questions on Curious Cat and then 2 on my DMs on Twitter. So this is gonna be interesting. And I made myself some potatoes. They look so bomb. So I'm gonna be eating my breakfast as I do this. So I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom of my Curious Cat first and work my way up. And I'll put like screenshots of these questions on the screen. Okay. Question number 1. Why did you decide to let go of your iconic username Beebsis Christ? So if you don't know, I started my Twitter in like 2011 and I had like a Justin Bieber fan account basically, and I had that all the way until like last year. The username kept changing, but it had like some variation of like Justin or Bieber in it. But this past year I changed it to a personal one, and I think it was just time. Like obviously if you follow me on Twitter, you know I still love Justin. Like I went to like the Purpose tour like 5 times last year. Like I literally went to New York to go see him at Jingle Ball, like only him. So you guys know that I still like him, but I feel like it was time to just like grow up a little bit and like focus on myself, even if just like changing the username, but like the content of the tweets is like still the same. So don't worry, still stan Justin. So next, thoughts on Jelena. There's actually a few questions that were like, what do you think about Jelena, like Justin and Selena? I don't know. If Justin's happy, that's what matters, right? Aside from JB, what other artists do you stan/listen to? Imagine thinking I could stand for more than one person. Like, I don't have money, time, dedication like that. The only person I like stan is Justin Bieber, but I really like Miguel. I really like I wouldn't say I stan anyone else for sure, but I definitely listen to other people. What are you taking up in college? I think there was 2 questions that asked this, but again, like I'll put everything on the screen. So my major is communications, and I really like social media and like public relations. Next question. One says skincare routine. I'll like film a clip of all the products I use. So these are the face washes that I use, and lately I've been using the Burt's Bees one, but before that I was alternating between the 2 Mario Badescu ones. So after I wash my face, I'll tone and moisturize my face. So for the toner, I use the Thayer's Witch Hazel, and then I'll usually alternate between the CeraVe and the Clinique lotion, but they're both like pretty good. But the CeraVe one is much cheaper, so it's definitely a better alternative. I like to like mist and hydrate my face after I moisturize, so I'll usually like switch it up between these 3. Obviously the first like Mario Badescu one is almost gone, so I really like that one. And I don't really like the smell of the other Mario Badescu one, but it works pretty well. And the Amore Pacific one is like very expensive, but it smells really good. And the woman at Sephora did her job, I guess, and upsold me to a product that I don't think I really needed, but I like it. And then lastly, if I'm gonna wear makeup, these are the products that I'll use. I'll literally use any like facial wipe, like it doesn't matter the brand, but this is literally the best eye makeup remover ever. It's the Clinique Take the Day Off, and I'll usually just use it with either a cotton like ball or a Q-tip, and it works so well. It's kind of like an oil. How many countries have you visited? Someone asked this, or 3 different people asked this or one person asks us 3 times. I'm not like cultured. I literally have only been to Canada. I went to Montreal once. Other than that, never left the country. What's your fave animal ever? My cat, Tony, is my baby. I love him so much. What made you decide to start doing YouTube videos? Love your content, BTW. Always looking forward to your vids. Thank you. So my friend Trey, who if you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen me like interact with. We interned together in Las Vegas this past summer, and like that's how we met. And he had like a vlog channel, which I will like put right there. And he would just film, and it seemed really fun. And I kind of had always like thought about it, but I feel like he was like the catalyst for me starting it. But like I kind of wish I'd started earlier, like if I had done it like last year when I went to all those concerts, or like this past summer when I had my internship in Las Vegas. Like I wish I would just have like a better, I guess it just like keeps a good record of stuff that you're doing, like if you're filming it. But then some people might say that you're on your phone or you're filming, so you're not really like living in the moment. But I think you could like see it both ways. Tips for college freshmen. Don't think that you have to have it all figured out freshman year. Like your major might change, that's okay. You might change schools, that's also okay. Like don't think that you're committed to where you are. Also, you don't need to go out every single night. Like there'll be another party. You're gonna be in college for 4 years. You don't need to go to every single party just because it's there. Like you don't need to go out on a Tuesday night every single week. Do you wear makeup? If yes, what are your favorite brands / products? I don't wear makeup every day. I would say if I do, it's just like mascara, eyebrows, and like chapstick. The Fenty lip gloss, I love that. Have you met JB before? Okay, so I wouldn't say I've met him. I would say I've encountered him and he's said hi. But like I wouldn't say that I've had a I don't have a picture with him. Like there wasn't a hug, like it wasn't anything like that. But I will tell this one story, which I think is really funny. I don't think I've ever like told it on Twitter or anything like that. But it was the night after his like first concert in Boston. One of my friends, we were like trying to find him after the show because he had another concert like the day after. And we heard that he was at this movie theater in Boston. So like me and like Isla, Layla, Prasuna, my friend Maya, Gianna, there was like 6 of us I think. We go to the movie theater and his car is like outside of the movie theater, and his bodyguard Heath is there, and he's like, if you guys are cool, like maybe he'll come out after the movie's out and like say hi to you guys, but just like play it cool. So we're like, okay, we can be chill. So maybe like half an hour, 15 minutes later, he comes out and he walks out of the movie theater. Like we see him coming down the escalator because it's like a glass window and you can like see him coming out. I feel like he was probably the only one there because it was kind of late at night. It was literally after the concert. He comes out of the movie theater and we're like, hi Justin. And he's like, hey guys. And he doesn't really stop, but this biker comes by. It's like literally midnight, maybe even after, I don't remember. But a biker comes by and like literally almost hits Justin. Justin like jumps back, and then he like embarrassingly gets into the car and left. But like we were all shook because we almost witnessed Justin Bieber die. What made you first stan JB? I feel like the one time music video was like free on iTunes back in the day, and that was like the first time I saw him. But then I feel like stan, like making a Twitter was like the catalyst to being like a fan, like a casual fan to a stan. Favorite stores to online shop. I love ASOS. They have like a thing where if you pay $19, you can get like 2-day shipping for a year. So I have that and it's awesome. H&M, they'll do like deals if you sign up for their emails. Like they'll low-key have like I got these sweatpants for like, I feel like it was like 30% off or something crazy like that. So sign up for their emails. I also like Misguided, Pretty Little Thing, but I think mostly if I online shop, it's at ASOS. Give us 3 random facts about you. I'm a twin, which a lot of people don't know because my twin is like not on like Twitter. She does have a blog. A lot of people don't know that, but yes, I am a twin. I love Indian food, and I think when I get older and like get married, I want to have 3 boys or 2 boys. I don't think I want to have girls. Have you traveled to other countries? Which one? Again, I've only been to Canada. I'm honored that you think I'm cultured and like wealthy enough to travel, but it's just not realistic. What is your dream job? I really love PR and social media, so I think anything that I could do with that would be awesome. But I feel like working for like SB projects would be a dream. And like it was crazy because when I met Scooter in New York, he literally like knew who I was, which was so weird and like awesome. And like he follows me on Twitter and it's just like crazy. But it would be like a dream to work for him because I feel like honestly like Twitter was like my catalyst for like becoming a comm major, and it like showed me that I actually love social media and like that type of thing and like could be good at it. So something with that. Do you have a crush? Who? Yeah, but like anyone watching this video probably wouldn't know who it is, so there's no point in saying. What's the most expensive item you've ever bought? Do you regret it? I think this computer, actually. I had to buy this computer over the summer because I had a different MacBook, but I spilled on the keyboard and my mom was not about to buy me a computer because I spilled on the keyboard, so I had to like save up and like buy this myself. So no, I don't regret it. What's your major? Communications. What are some countries that you've visited or countries that you want to visit? I want to travel so badly. Like I want to go to England. I think it would be really cool to go to Japan. I want to go to a lot of like Caribbean islands. Like I really just want to travel, but you need money for that and I don't have time for that. Favorite movies? Great Gatsby, Romeo and Juliet, The Dark Knight, Back to the Future, Shutter Island. I really like Leonardo DiCaprio, I guess. Those are like movies that I can just like watch again and again. Favorite series? I'm assuming they mean TV series. I love Broad City, which I haven't seen the finale yet, so I'll probably like watch that today. Curb Your Enthusiasm. I was super into The Walking Dead, but I only watched the first episode of this season and like fell off, so I think I'm over it. One Tree Hill. Classics. What's one thing you like about living away from home, and what's your favorite and worst thing about it? I like the independence. I think it's cool to be able to just like do what I want, but like even when I go home, my parents are pretty chill. They just like want to know where I am. They don't like control like what I'm doing. Worst thing about it is I'm a homebody, so I miss my cats, I miss my friends and my family like super easily. but like I only go to school 2 hours away, and like I go home pretty frequently. What's your favorite song of all time? Jeez. That's a lot of pressure. I don't know. I've never thought about like my one favorite song. I can't give you an answer. I don't know. What's it like being a twin? Are you and your sister more alike or more different? Definitely more different. I think because we're fraternal twins, it like we are like more like sisters, but like we're still very close. And like sometimes we have that like twin connection, but I would say overall we're like more different, but we're still like super close. If you could only listen to one artist forever, who would it be? Come on, we know the answer to this. You, you were a directioner. What? Please elaborate. So this is probably in response to this like picture that I posted on Twitter. And I had a One Direction meme Tumblr in like 2012 maybe, 2011? No, I don't know. It was a long time ago. But I feel like I was only a directioner for the clout. Like my Tumblr had like 30,000 followers on it, and I would just like make memes and like do that. So I think it was more about me wanting to like expand onto Tumblr more than it was me like liking One Direction. It was like it was definitely for the clout. Rank Justin's albums from best to worst. Okay, I feel like I've thought about this enough to like give you an answer. Purpose, Journals, Believe Under the Mistletoe, My World 2.0, My World. What is a talent that you have that no one knows about? I don't know. I don't really like have hidden talents. I think whenever I'd like tell anyone that I have like a Twitter account with like 30,000 followers, they get like super impressed. But like, so I guess maybe social media is my talent. What's on your Christmas list this year? Well, I just filmed a video about that, so go watch that. Just kidding. I want this coat from IMGA. It's like $90. Then I want a pair of Bluetooth headphones and a new pair of Vans. What's your order at McDonald's? You know me too well. I love McDonald's. I feel like I always get like the crispy chicken sandwich and fries. And when they had I don't think McDonald's like has high C anymore, but when that was a thing, I would get high C. What TV shows do you watch? Currently, I'm watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. Who's your fave roommate? Myself. Do you believe in ghosts, and do you get easily scared? That's a good question. I do believe in ghosts, but not necessarily always in like a malevolent way. And do you get easily scared? Like, not really. I do like scary movies, and like sometimes I'll like think about it as I'm going to bed, but like overall, no. If you had $1 million for charity, what charity would you donate to? Probably like Susan G. Komen, maybe. UMass is lit. What is the wildest thing you've seen happen there? You guys will be sad to know that I like don't really go out. Like I literally last year I worked every single Friday and Saturday night, and like the UMass like going out scene is like not really fun for me, so I don't really like do enough things to see wild things there. But I like to go out like in Boston, like when I go home. Okay, so that was all the questions on Curious Cat, but now there's two on Twitter from Claudia, and her username is GotFeetBeebs. Do you have a favorite K-pop group? Check out GOT7 and Day6's music. I don't really listen to K-pop, but I've seen a lot of it like on my Twitter timeline, so I definitely will check it out. And the last question is, after attending a good amount of concerts, what have you learned? Any tips to newbies that are about to buy a ticket / go to a concert? I think that especially after last summer, I've learned that like literally last minute anything can happen, so there's no shame in like buying a ticket the day of a concert. In fact, sometimes that's like even better to get a better deal. Also, buy water. Especially if you have like just pay the $10 or whatever ridiculous amount they're trying to charge and buy a water, because you will almost die, especially in a pit. Specifically with like Justin, if you were like close, I honestly would suggest not filming, because personally I feel like he notices if he can like see your face and like what you're doing. He notices if you're on your phone filming versus if you're not. So the few times that I've had like interactions with him, which like insert clip here, it was because I wasn't like filming. I was like making eye contact with him, like singing back the words, and I feel like artists notice that. So yeah, that is it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A, and I want to do another one soon because this was actually really fun.